The global labour market swiftly shifted from the Great Resignation to the Great Layoff over the course of the last year. In just the first 3 months of this year, close to 170,000 people had lost their jobs in tech globally. The Middle East wasn't immune from the job cuts, and hundreds have been rendered unemployed so far. On the other hand, however, the region is struggling with the dearth of tech talent. So how can this labour market paradox be explained? Digital transformation expert and co-founder of Web3 solutions company Imagine Studio, Jeremy Dynasty, shares his insights.
Take a look at the numbers today. They're actually mass layoffs, and they don't need to be underestimated, but they're only 10% of all the people that were hired during the COVID-19 crisis. So it's rather a readjustment, I would say, than something that is absolutely alarming. There is still a very big demand for tech talents overall. As a matter of fact, if you take a look at the time where those layoffs were announced, so it's approximately 80,000 jobs from the largest companies. There are actually 17,000 jobs, tech jobs, that have been created in the US only on top of that. So 97,000 jobs were created, 80,000 jobs were lost, so 17,000 jobs that were created in the economy.
Let's back up a little and understand why these mass tech layoffs are happening. During the height of the pandemic, the demand for tech products increased substantially and suddenly. To meet this increased demand and to capitalize on the business opportunity presented by the pandemic, tech companies ramped up its hiring. As people's behaviors and purchasing habits started normalizing post-pandemic, the big tech CEOs realized that they may have overestimated the growth. This, coupled with an economic decline and higher interest rates, have pushed companies to reallocate their resources and reorganize the employee mix. But are the headlines about the layoffs in sync with the job market?
Overall, the tech sector is not in a massive crisis. It's still a very good place to be in. If you take a look at the unemployment rate for tech talent, it's still less than half the average unemployment rate elsewhere, right?
Despite the job cuts, there is still a huge talent gap in the tech sector in the Middle East.
It is true that there is, in some level, a scarcity of tech talent. Tech talents are expensive, and living in Dubai, we know that the cost of living here is even more expensive than most cities across the world. So they're expensive to hire abroad, they're even more expensive to bring here and have them live here. If you want to find a remedy to the scarcity of tech, you need to choose 1, 2, 3 focus points. You cannot just say, we want to attract all the tech talent. The metaverse is one of them, artificial intelligence is one of them, gaming and video game production is one of them.
With GCC economies like the UAE and Saudi Arabia formalizing a path to citizenship, offering hybrid work environments and 4-day work weeks, and attractive pay packages, can we expect to see more tech talent from the West moving to the GCC? Yasser Al-Obaidan, CEO of Saudi-based digital transformation company Jawra, explains.
Do we have a demand for tech talent? Yes. There's a huge demand. This massive layoffs, that will create opportunity for some of them to come to Saudi and to come to the region. But it will have to be measured carefully whether they are more expensive than the market or affordable, or are they fit to the new technologies and the new trends that are here in Saudi and in the region.